They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Dreadnoughts of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Chicago Bears. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Bears defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mahomes firing complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
So nothing doing there, and that'll set up second and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dreadnoughts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready, break! Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only ready for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, the Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
But you look at this defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ranger, 70 Ranger, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Go street. Mustang 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Lions.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get it. Reload.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Ready.
On
on first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates.
2nd and 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And complete, right side to Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. James Cook, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Dreadnoughts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, We always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Top low, 18. 60 boxes, 60. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Riggs.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dreadnoughts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Dreadnoughts 21, Bears 7. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 6.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hurt.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Third down and 10.
On the double.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And right out of the gate, they
throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, they'll run it here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
No gain on the play.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. There he goes, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
The tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
They'll look to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
70. Mustang 19. Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Mahomes to throw on second down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
Come back.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Come back.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dreadnoughts are able to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now they'll change things up.
Seven Pirates, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo, 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, Trap 60. Dragon 60. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 60 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Tackled there by Jordan Battle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Street. 19 Lions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play fake. Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 6. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Rio first down.
On first down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Dreadnoughts have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Dreadnoughts add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. Pace.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, shot. Warrior 70. Hurt. Panther 60, Panther 60. On the ball, go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Quay Walker. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing